I'm sorry I can't tell you everything. But maybe we can... But first I'd like to hear something about you, my...
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh.
They're dead.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. It must have been terrible.
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless, and God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle. My parents, I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. It was a pile of...
My poor child. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Han...
To get neighbors!
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujit, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah. Now the most important thing. What actually happened at Neuhof? The good folks hear about it.
The rumors aren't exaggerated. The Neuhof stud farm was raided by bandits, but they didn't come to pillage or even take the horses. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarreled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our loot...
I see it's every bit as bad. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so...
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look... I noticed you're pretty handy with a sword.
You know what they say. The Lord moves in mysterious...
But this is a bit more mysterious.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places. These days, of course, it's just a bit of it.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get that... So, about this confessional seal. Do you really...
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if people stop believing in the church because their confessional secrets are betrayed, they won't trust anyone.
One beer for me.
I understand, but that means I've reached a dead end. Those cutthroats...
Chin up, lad. I might have a solution.
What?
If I tell you what Lubos told me, I'd be betraying the confessional secret. But...
Word of honor?
On my soul.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get...
Well, Ujits isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible...
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard.
It has to be something topical. Condemning vices. And, of course, a tongue lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life, especially if they're about fornication.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching. I'm thinking about...
What's so amazing about
the preaching of Master Jan Hus. The lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to... Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on... They know no mercy. Their hearts are corrupted by longing for... You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you... What if the devil himself were to pay?
Good harvest.
With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless service, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot. Look to your consciences, you robbers of the poor. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rep.
Oh, the congregation.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to the...
Funny. That last...
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches against the prelates and the clerics who are robbing the poor. Look at me. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those...
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman?
No, I don't.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticizes the Pope for...
No, I don't.
What do you think of...
He's certainly a wise man. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd stop...
Where can I find out more?
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons.
Ale for me.
If you're interested, you can read them at my...
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it.
Ale over here, please.
They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control. You mark my words.
Yeah, unless they burn him at the stake first.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the...
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally up. Oh, it's getting quite late.
What do you suppose? Wait,
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Przyszła bida mora lat, to nie ustoi żadnej chlap. Na kraj panuje sej smutek, drobnielo i rano utek, niech ich może zimaj sad, do wczera żylne staje prak. Už sej bojí svatý muži, nechtěl bych bejbě jich učit. Nám je to jedno a tak si dáme jedno a požerem si huby jako poslední jen. Půjde se mámy, panorama slávy a tak vypal sudy a posaď se mi sem. Tak posaď se sem a vypal je ven. Ukaž kozy jako vozy, zítra jen tu soudnej den. Tak nalej mi hned, ať točí se svět.
Enough of this!
Bailiff! Come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who can write is me.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
You looking for a fight? Henry, back me up.
Come on, then.
Bring it on.
Kurwa, fix!
Yeah!
You asked for it. Ow!
Bastard! You get your pennies now.
Missed.
It's a sin to come back.
Ow!
I'll not hurt thy neighbor, fucker. Watch the step, my dears. Careful, you don't hurt yourself.
Godwin, you're a buffoon.
Here we are. Look at this beauty.
Oh. We can't do this, can we?
Who says? Get ringing, wench.
This is wonderful.
Ah, bloody oath.
And now, my dears, comes the climax of the evening.
Godwin, you old goat.
Come here. Oh,
priest has mounted up. What do you say, Henry? Shall we take a little ride of our own?
Well, I have to say that was a fine evening.
Godwin, you beast! Get up! Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards!
Oh, fucking hell. Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, step on in my head. My guts. Oh, my poor suffering stomach. What was that woman on about? Before my flock eats me alive. I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten?
Where the fuck am I?
What the fuck was it? Oh. Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me.
How? You're the priest.
I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me.
I'd like to help you, but...
You can. You can do the sermon for me.
What? So, first I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose that Sir Ratzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look, from what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night. And if the bailiff or someone else complains about me, the bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it if you stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're mad. You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubosh's cronies are.